Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me here once again. My name is Michael Pierre Marks, and I am a writer, director, producer of movies, an author, and somewhat of a comedian. And I'm here today to present another one of my comedy skits. I will read from it, and I will appreciate it if you follow along, and we can do this together. Now, if you like my videos, please subscribe. Just go to the bottom right hand corner of your screen on the YouTube. When you're watching the YouTube clip, go to the bottom right hand corner, and that square red button, it should say subscribe. You just click on that, and that's it. Like the video and share it with your friends in your social media network. I really would appreciate it. I really would. I'm here, as I say, to resurrect reading, imagination, and dreaming from the dead. I'm going to rescue those things from the cemetery. That's what I'm going to do. Make reading, imagination, and dreaming sexy again. So, I'm going to present to you, as I said, my next comedy skit. It is Gender Roles. That is the title of it. So what I want you to do is follow along with me as I read from my own script, and let your imagination roam, and we'll do this together, okay? Let's get started. Gender Roles. Here we go. All right. Interior, Hawkins family home evening. Jim and Cheryl Hawkins, white, aristocratic, and privileged, are husband and wife. They are both in their mid-40s. A smoke detector sings out in high-pitched frustration from the smoke that fills the kitchen. We notice that Cheryl, in a yellow apron with Rachel Ray's face stitched to the stomach area of it, has an assortment of things on the stovetop. There's chicken frying in the pan, collard greens, mashed potatoes, and macaroni and cheese. There are bread rolls in the oven. Dinner rolls, that is, in the oven. Jim, her husband, reads a newspaper, his chair reclined and his feet propped up on a footrest. He pulls the paper down from his face as he fans his hands to clear the smoke. Jim: honey, I can help you. Cheryl: I'm okay. Jim looks down at his wristwatch. Jim: Mike and Tina will be here any minute now. Cheryl: Jim, I'm fine. Will you stop the nagging? Jim: Hon, I'm only trying to help. Moments later, the doorbell rings. Ding dong. Jim: I got it. Jim heads towards the door, looks through the peephole, then opens it. An African American couple stands just outside the doorway before us. Mike and Tina DuPont, also mid-40s. They have protective COVID-19 masks on their faces. Jim: Mike and Tina, you're here. He reaches out to hug both of them. They both raise their hands to his face. Skrrr. Tina: Mike: don't touch her or me. If you touch her, you're touching me. Jim: all good, brother. Come on in and have a seat, guys. We notice that the table is already set. Instead of taking a seat, Mike and Tina stand and watch with shocked expressions as Cheryl continues to cook. The kitchen a mess with pots and pans and spills everywhere. the air still filled with smoke. Mike and Tina, with their noses and eyes tightened, fanned their hands in an attempt to clear smoke from their faces. Tina, Mike, what is she doing? Jim, take a seat, guys. Mike and Tina go and sit down at the table. Mike says something, but it's not clear what he's actually saying because his mask is on. Jim, what did you say, Mike? Mike and Tina, could you please take the silly masks off? What, you think you're going to stuff a 4-piece chicken dinner through them? Okay, what did you say, Mike, again? Mike, I said your lawn's fucked up. Who did that shit? Your lawn looks like a haircut with a mohawk with patches of hair on the side of the head. Jim, thanks a lot, Mike. That makes me feel really good, you know. And speaking of haircuts, let's start with your son. What's his name, for God's sake? Yeah, I remember. LaDon Juan Aquarius. Gotta love that name, hon. Why does he even go to the barber? He doesn't need a barber for that shit. He looks like a chia pet, like he went to sleep one night, rolled around in the bed, and never looked at the mirror again. It looks tougher than goat fur, tougher than leather. What happened to the nice, clean haircuts just 10 years ago, where barbers actually combed the hair out first and then cut it? Boy, that's some rough, tough shit. No offense, Mike. Mike, watch it, Jim. That's my son. That's how they are doing it. That's how they're doing it these days. Tina, you two quit it. That's Tina, Mike's wife. Tina, you two quit it. Babe, I really don't care for his hairstyle either. I told you this. But I understand we have to allow him to make his own decisions. Tina, as she looks at her husband, Mike. Babe, didn't you tell me that his wife runs her own lawn care empire? I don't understand why she just didn't cut the grass herself. Cheryl. Okay, finally, the master chef has completed her masterpiece. Food's coming right up. Yum, yum. Mike and Tina's uninspired facial expressions tell us everything we need to know. They watch as Jim and Cheryl sit the food down before them. Tina, yum, yum? More like yuck, yuck. Tina sits down with the biggest, Cheryl, who just brought the food. Cheryl sits down with the biggest smile on her face you've ever seen. Cheryl, Jim, don't forget the dinner rolls, babe. Jim walks over, opens the oven, and comes back with a pan of dinner rolls. They are burnt and leave a trail of smoke. Jim sits down. Now all 4 of them are seated at the table. Mike, Jim, what are you doing? We own 5 restaurants together. We both used to be chefs at 5-star hotels. Why didn't you just cook yourself, man? Cheryl, well, I believe in gender roles. I myself am a strong believer in it, too. Cheryl continued. Men should do the manly things around the house, like take out the trash, do the lawn, earn the bigger paycheck, and women do the cooking, cleaning, and taking care of the kids and home. Jim, yeah, it seems to work for us, I guess. Cheryl, why do you think there's so much divorce and dysfunction in the family over the years? It's because of the blurred lines with the gender roles. Clearly defined gender roles mean a successful, healthy marriage. Tina, judging by the decorations and furniture in this piece, you two better huddle and do some rethinking. Mike, that's another thing. Jim, didn't your father own a home decorating empire for years before he retired and let your sister take over? Jim, that's true. Mike, duh. Couldn't you have helped your wife with the decorating? Cheryl, I don't need help decorating our home. Tina, that would be a bold-faced lie. Girlfriend, trust me, you need help up in here. Mike, and babe, look at those dinner rolls. They look like they were roasted in a fire pit or something. They are beyond black and burned. Tina, yeah, I'll say, now that's what I call gender roles. Scene. Thank you for joining me here once again, Michael Pierre Marks. I am of public service to you. I am here to be of a public service, a public servant, I should say, to you, and bringing my comedy skits to you, hoping that you can get a little bit of ease and comfort in this challenging environment of the coronavirus and all that stuff. But I tell you, again, if you like the videos, go to the bottom of your screen, bottom right-hand corner, click the square button with subscribe on it. Subscribe, like the videos, share it with friends in your social media network. I am a writer, director, producer. I have a project going, Disappearance of Deliverance, and it is a thriller. I am looking for backers, and it's a wonderful opportunity. So I can be reached at my email address, marks4378 at AOL.com. That's MARKS 4378 at AOL.com. Instagram, you can follow me, Marks M Pierre 1. That's MARKS MPIERRE 1. Marks M Pierre 1. That's my Instagram. All right. I appreciate you for following along with me. I am resurrecting imagination, dreaming, and reading. I am Michael Pierre Marks. Reading, remember this too. Readers are achievers. Readers are leaders. Have a blessed and prosperous day, and to God be the glory. Thank you.